Hi, people. What's cracking? It's your girl, Tamara on Tammy Talks. You're welcome to episode 11 of season 1 on Tammy Talks.
Remember when life was a song? I remember we danced.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're a new listener, you're welcome to have a feel. And if you're an old listener, you know how we do it. You know the drill, my OGs. So, guys, last week I wasn't able to send out an episode because I was a little bit burnt out and I needed to reset. Thank you all for reaching out to me. I really appreciate it.
Before. Beauty.
How was our week? I hope it was awesome. Mine was beautiful. Okay, not entirely beautiful.
Coming our way.
Kind of annoying sometimes, God, but we're pushing it, and I hope you are also pushing it too.
Things got torn.
Today, we're talking about something extremely interesting that I feel is in our midst, but people just choose not to talk about it, and is actually dealing with your insecurities.
It go better for me too.
Insecurity is actually uncertainty or anxiety about yourself. It has nothing to do with another person. It has nothing to do with somebody saying, "You're making me feel insecure."
One day go come.
And it's born out of past criticism, pain, negative self-image, needing approval from other people, not believing in yourself, not thinking you are enough.
Tears coming our way.
A lot of adults struggle with this thing till when they get to become adults and they actually can't settle in relationships because those people who you are getting into relationships with have a different mindset and have their own insecurities they are also dealing with. There's a lot of misunderstanding, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of disappointment that comes with it, but you just can't understand. Sometimes you feel misunderstood. It's fine. I'm here for you now. I'm guessing that after listening to this, your relationships will be better. Your romantic relationships and personal relationships with other people would also get better.
Moved along, yeah.
The first thing you need to do is to admit that you actually have insecurities. Admit it to yourself. Even if you're not telling anybody, talk to yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself all your insecurities. It helps. It helps a lot. It helps you a lot when you're able to open up to yourself first before somebody else notices it. Forgive your past. Forgive all the people who said negative things to you. Forgive all the people who treated you wrongly for no just cause. Forgive them. It's going to be very difficult because, as you get older, some people would actually do certain things that remind you of the pain or the shame or the disgrace or the negative emotion that you had as a younger person or as a child. And when you react to it, it's like, this person is acting a little bit funny. No, the person is just broken. The person is just broken. And sometimes the people that we end up being friends with don't understand that. So I would like to tell you to please forgive yourself for every past criticism that you might have faced. Forgive yourself for believing it, and forgive those who might have hurt you with the words of their mouth. Accept yourself for who you are. You can only get better at being yourself, but you cannot change the person that you are.
Come, life goes sweet as it's sweet before.
Practice self-approval. You don't need anybody's validation to feel like you are good. You don't need anybody's validation to feel that you are, top notch. Money cannot buy certain things. We all know that. Money cannot buy good health. You see these clothes we wear, they cover a lot of pain. They cover a lot of anguish. It's funny, but if we're to put our problems forward. I'm sure a lot of people go back home with their problems. Embrace non-comparison. Don't compare yourself with other people. Just be the best version of yourself you can be. Embark on things that will make you the best version of yourself. Develop the attitude of believing in the moment, because most times insecurities are formed by disappointments in people or in the moment, or not trusting somebody for maybe a disappointment that might have happened to you years ago. Please enjoy every moment of your life. Okay? Every negative self-image that you might have had, some people are so unfortunate. They keep having bad things happening to them and they just accept it and feel that they are cursed. I hear people say things like, anyway, me, I know that I'm not. Hey, don't say that. That is like your personal battle, because a lot of people are not mature enough to understand how to deal with somebody's pain. When you voice out your pain to certain people, you say it casually. Some people are so vile that they are not sensitive enough. They use those words against you at some point in your life, and you just wonder how you were able to even talk about it. You forget that you were the one who put yourself out there, and then you became very vulnerable to whatever attack you got.
I remember when life was a song. I remember we danced and we moved along.
As young people and young parents, as people who are going to become parents at some point, I always advise that you are whole in yourself before you begin to raise kids, because you see a lot of dysfunctional adults today is based on, and it is premised on, dysfunctional upbringing. It's premised on self-hate. You come to the world and people just loathe against you for no good reason. Or your parents don't raise you to be a certain type of way. You have to start unlearning certain things. Please, if you are all those kind of people or you have experienced such, admit it to yourself. Even if you're not telling anybody, talk to yourself about it. And be open-minded when it comes to meeting like somebody else that has experienced something like this. Make people comfortable to talk to you. Don't build walls around yourself that makes them to find it easy and very difficult to assess you. Make people very comfortable that they can actually share their thoughts with you, their worries. Because one thing that I notice is a lot of people are so scared to share because they don't know who is who. They don't know who is capable of using it against them to insult them. Because a lot of people that admit that they are nothing, they are just masking it up. It is laced with pain. If you actually sit down to ask people certain questions, when they say things like, no, it doesn't get to me, it's a lie. It's a very big lie. It takes maturity to actually accept that, yes, it actually did get to me. It takes forgiving your past, moving on from it, accepting yourself, not needing self-approval, ensuring that your mind is fixated on being the best version of yourself, not needing somebody to approve of you or to approve of your decisions. No, you don't need all that. It is very important that you also be with somebody who has the same mentality as you, somebody who is open to talking about his or her insecurities. A lot of relationships are very dysfunctional because both partners cannot talk about their insecurities. It's that bad. So they project their insecurities on you and you just wonder, what's all this? Why am I in this kind of mental space? Why am I in this kind of, you just wonder and wonder and wonder, but you don't understand that the fundamental things that should have been done even before getting to the point of either marriage or like a serious relationship were not done. We need each other to survive. The only thing that can help us is love. If we don't love each other or we don't show love to each other or we are not sympathetic or we are not empathetic or we don't show love in our words or we don't act in love, we cannot make the world a better place. We cannot raise better children. We cannot raise children who will understand that love one another because this is right. You cannot raise kids who will understand that they are not better than other people. Because it's when you now start building up people in that negative light that all this insecurity now comes in. And even when they even get to that point where they feel that they have it all, nobody has it all, nobody is perfect. There are still some things that they cannot talk about. Like I said earlier, clothes cover a lot of shame. So there are many things people cannot talk about. I'm sounding this way so that you own up to your insecurities with your chest, with your full chest. If you have insecurities, talk to yourself about it. If you're in a relationship or you're married, I think you should have a conversation with your partner, a heart to heart. Talk about it. It's not going to take anything from you. And, break off every wall that would, stop you from being able to open up to that person. Just try your best. I think it will help you heal faster. I think it will help you be a better person. If you felt my pulse in this podcast, please comment in the comment section as usual. Thank you for listening. It's a little long, I know, but I just thought I needed to put this out there. Be the best version of yourself. I'm not saying don't listen to constructive criticism, but be the best version of yourself and forgive your past and move on from it, okay? Thank you for listening. As usual, have a great day and a great week ahead.
Beauty is coming our way. Coming our way.